Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to start doing some kind of monthly patron update videos, specifically for you guys. I will probably put them on YouTube eventually, but you guys will be getting them first. So there'll probably be at least a couple of days to a week delay, so you guys will always get this first. It's just really meant to be kind of a quick little update to let everyone know what's going on in, my world and what I'm doing with writing and stuff like that. So, yeah, thanks for checking it out. So, on the 21st of October, I launched Bleeding Edge, first book in the Edge Force series, and it went much better than I expected it would. I always had hope that it would do well, but it's one of those ones where I kind of thought it was a bit of a Hail Mary, and I wasn't really following the genre conventions of lit RPG, and I was kind of just wanting to write a crazy, fun page turner with a smart, sassy dog named Kaiser, and it seems to have really resonated with people, which is lovely. So, as a result of that launch and the success of the book, I was approached by Podium Audio. They do a lot of really, really, really good audiobooks. Uh, Absolutely top notch professional work, which is sitting. I mean, their work is sitting in my own Audible catalog. Sufficiently Advanced Magic by Andrew Rowe. It's a progression fantasy novel, not necessarily lit RPG or game lit. But yeah, absolutely love it. I've got a couple of other Podium ones sitting there. Just can't kind of think of them off the top of my head. But anyway, they reached out to me. They wanted to acquire the audio rights for Edge Force, and I was more than happy to sign with them because, as an Australian, it's pretty challenging to be able to make an audiobook in a fiscally non-challenging way. Sorry. I guess long story short is it's really expensive to do an audiobook as an Australian because you don't get access to the Audible Creation Exchange or ACX. They just do not let Australians have accounts. I'm not sure why. It's just one of those things. So you can't do their ACX royalty share. You can't be exclusive with Audible, which is predominantly where the readers go. They have a credit system where you purchase a credit per month and you can use it for any book. I personally have an Audible subscription, so I know, like, I love it. It seems weird to me that Aussies can't access it and do royalty share like a lot of other countries do, but it is what it is. So when Podium approached me, I was very, very, very happy to have that opportunity, and yeah, every little step along the way so far has been fantastic, and I wish I could provide more information about timeline and who the narrator is going to be and all of that kind of stuff, because that is something that I'm also very, very, very excited about, but I can't say anything just yet. And as far as timeline goes, it won't be this year. So the audiobook for book one will be coming at some point next year, hopefully, all going to plan. But the really, really cool thing is that I have signed a contract for 3 books in the Edge Force series, which means that no matter what, the contract that I've got with Podium is for 3 audiobooks, which means that the Edge Force series is going to be at least 3 books long, which is great because I love the characters, I love the world, and it's going to go to some interesting places. As I'm sure you know if you're reading it on Patreon or Royal Road. Okay, that's kind of the next thing that I wanted to have a bit of a talk about. Sorry, I'm just having a look at my little notes over there because I just want to keep myself on script. So I've been working my ass off during NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, for anyone who doesn't know what that is. And the whole aim of that is to write as many words as you can. Well, that's how I use it. I guess the official, like, what it's supposed to be for is that you're supposed to write a full 50,000 word novel in the space of November. Now, I never do that. I'm what they call a NaNoWriMo rebel, because whatever I do during November, it's usually not a brand new project. once I have enough time to, actually do more than 1 or 2 books a year, I probably will do it for Nano. I'll probably start a new project and see how that goes. But at the moment, I generally just add, my daily word count for whatever I'm working on to my Nano account. So this year, I wrote 38,000 words. So, a significant chunk away from 50K, but it's still 38,000 words that I didn't have at the beginning of the month, which is a win. And you would have known on the Patreon that you weren't getting chapters, regularly. And I guess there's a little bit of anxiety on my part about that, because what I write during Nano, when it's all about the word count and getting that down, it's a lot more raw. It requires a lot more editing for me to kind of feel comfortable for it going up. But I will be publishing those hopefully in the next couple of days, publishing all the chapters that I wrote. So I know I've been calling. this is kind of I don't want to call it a tradition, because that means it's going to happen for forever, which I don't want it to happen. But there's a working title for what I'll give a book before I start writing it. And then as I'm writing it, I realize, oh, that's actually not what this is about. So with book 2 of Edge Force, I was calling it Unnatural Selection. But as I'm writing it and as I was plotting it out, and I'm just like, oh, that's really not what it's about. So the new working title for Edge Force 2 is Claws of the Dragon. And I'm pretty sure I'm up to the point now on Patreon where that'll make sense, I think, when you actually meet Balaur. But we'll see. So yeah, I haven't published a Royal Road in a couple of weeks. So I've broken my schedule there, and I kind of feel bad about it, but it's been a challenging couple of weeks on the personal front. My partner and I are trying to purchase a house that we've had built, and there's been just roadblock after roadblock after difficulty after difficulty. And the last month we were supposed to settle on it and have been moved into the house by now, but as you can see, we are still all packed up with empty shelves and boxes and stuff just waiting to go. So we were supposed to settle on the 30th of November, but things conspired to make that impossible. And our current lease is up in the first week of January, which is just over a month away. So now we're just hoping that everything lines up. We settle on the house, we move in before Christmas, and we don't end up homeless. That's like our number one priority, is not being homeless. It's just been, housing construction, supply shortage here in Australia, increasing prices, all of that kind of stuff. It's just been an absolute nightmare. We were meant to be in the house beginning of July, to give you some context. So it's been, we've had our house probably like 60% packed in July, because we were expecting to settle and we're expecting it to be finished. And it has just been an absolute stressful, pardon my French, clusterfuck. Absolute foobar snafu. Sometimes you just got to kind of sit back and take a breath and go, you know what? It's going to be okay, and it will be okay. I'm not going to come back and quote this video if it's not. I'm going to delete this from the face of the internet forever. In fact, I might wait until we're in the house to upload this to YouTube, because otherwise I'm probably going to regret it forever. But anyway, back to Edge Force. So yeah, it's just gone. It's gone gangbusters. It's done way better than I thought it was going to. It's on track to well, it's already made more when you factor in the audiobook deals and all of that kind of stuff than Crematoria Online, which has been out for over over 2 years now. Yeah, definitely over 2 years now. And Edge Force has only been out for like just over a month, which is just absolutely insane to me. But and it's also got like the most ratings and reviews of any book that I've got. Not even taking into consideration the time it's been out or anything like that. Just totally bonkers. But like people are really digging it, and I'm like, I just you know how they say that you need to write what you feel in your heart, what you're excited about, and what you think is a kick-ass story, and you know that's what I did, and it went well, so I'm happy about that. Looking forward to 2022, my plans are pretty simple. I want to finish Edge Force 2, which is almost done. So Edge Force 2 is 70% complete first draft status at the moment. It's all coming to a head, and it's all going to that downhill slant towards the end of the book. It will probably be a little bit longer than the first book, purely because in my discussions with Podium, they've let me know that, you know, this is what we are looking for in length of books for converting to audiobooks and stuff like that. And it's round about what I'm doing anyway. So the first Edge Force was 95,000 words. And you're looking at like minimum 100k words for, you know, what they call being credit worthy on Audible, which is just to make sure that people are getting what they perceive as value for money when they use one of their credits, which I have Audible. I do the same thing. If I see an audio book that's like, you know, 7 hours or something like that, and I'm going to use a $14 credit on it, I'm probably going to err towards getting something that's a little bit longer, so it'll last me for more trips at the gym and all that kind of stuff. So I get it. And look, believe me, with the next couple of books in the Edge Force series, they're not going to be padded, so you're not going to be getting random bullshit just to up the word count. I was looking at stuff to cut out because there's so much going on. I mean, there's a whole Edge Force team in book 2, and they all have their own stories and stuff like that that need to be fleshed out and explored and all of that kind of thing. And then after that, I'm going to be focusing on finishing Edge Force 3. And the working title for that one, ding, 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 exclusive on this video. I don't think this one's going to change, but you just don't know with tradition. So the working title for book 3 is Bury the Hatchet. Now, as you know, Hatchet's the name of the main character from the series. And if you're kind of invested in the story at this stage, you might feel like your jimmies are being rustled just a little bit. Who knows? It might change. It might not. Never know. Well, that's all that I've got. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, if you want me to sequester my ugly mug to the corners of the internet where you don't have to see it, I'm cool with that. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to talk about, and I guess we'll see you later. Peace.